A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. In those days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, right up to the day that Noah entered the ark. They did not know what was happening until the flood came and carried them all away. So it will be also at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be out in the field. One will be taken, one will be left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill. One will be taken, and one will be left. Therefore, stay awake, for you do not know on which day your Lord will come. Be sure of this: if the master of the house had known the hour of night when the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake and not let his house be broken into. So too, you also must be prepared, for at an hour you do not expect, the Son of Man will come." The Gospel of the Lord. In our second reading from Scripture this morning, we heard Paul writing to the Romans. But of course, that reading is proclaimed because, in a very real way, Paul is writing to us as well. And he says, "It is the hour now for you to awake from sleep." And then what does Jesus have to say in the gospel? Stay awake, be prepared. Well, I believe our eyes are open this morning. What is it that we are about to see? You might say that one of the things we will see in the next few weeks is the extravagance of the Christmas season. It will be a time when many among us will spend too much, and many among us will eat and drink too much as well. But of course, that sort of thing is not only a seasonal thing. So often, our lives are too extravagant. So often, we use more than we need. So often, we use too much. All you have to do is shop at a superstore these days. What a confusing array of stuff. You can only imagine what someone who lacks the things we have would think in a situation like that. Every time you shop, it's a reminder of that imbalance between those who have too much and those who have too little. Now, of course, 'tis the season. We will make seasonal gestures, maybe drop something into the Salvation Army pot or collect canned goods for the hungry. But somehow this doesn't seem to be enough. Somehow we sense that if we really are awake and listening, then we will want to change the way we think about things, the way we live with things. It almost seems as if consumerism has to become a dirty word. Now, if that could happen, if we really did open our eyes, then we'd be ready for the vision of Isaiah, the vision we hear in the first reading. It's definitely a vision of hope. Imagine swords made into plowshares, bombs turning to bread. I suppose at first hearing you might say that this is an unrealistic vision. And of course, if we are blinded by our extravagance, it is indeed unrealistic. But if we really change our hearts, then those words could have